There are 9 hidden factors that United Airlines recruiters look for in candidates when they attend event day or the face-to-face interview. These are things they don't tell you and that don't necessarily depend on your answers during the interview. They're observations. And if you slip up on one of them, you could be rejected. And I'm going to tell you about each one in this video. Hello, how are you? I'm Romulo Gutierrez, and this is the Flydeck Briefing Channel. I've been a recruiter and selector for 28 years with extensive experience in international airlines. Currently, I provide training for 45 airlines around the world, helping recruiters find the best talent. And I'm going to reveal these 9 factors that don't depend on what you say in the interview. But that can eliminate you in the interview or any stage at United. The first factor, what if it? Interaction with other candidates. When you arrive at United's event day or you're going for the final interview, try to interact with the candidates in the lobby. Smile, watch your posture, avoid using your phone, looking at your phone the whole time. Be careful. Often inside the lobby of the company where you're going to do your final interview, there are recruiters there in disguise. They're evaluators who are checking your posture. And posture means smiling, interacting with others, paying attention to others, being polite. So these are very important points that are checked. Why is that? There are 2 pillars at United, which are caring for others and connecting with other people. And it's not the interview answer that's going to show that. What will show this is the interaction you have with others on event day, on the day of your interview. It's the first of the things that is observed. The second one, what is it? Suddenly, you notice an opportunity. A candy wrapper on the floor, some trash someone left somewhere. Go there, pick it up, throw it in the trash properly. Suddenly, there will be a moment where the recruiter will introduce themselves to the candidates before starting a group interview, and then do the face-to-face interview. The chairs are disorganized. Help organize the chairs. These are details that are linked to 2 points that United values highly: efficiency and initiative. Because it's very easy in an interview for me to mention that I have initiative, that I help solve problems. But when this is seen in practice, and believe me, this is observed in practice by United's evaluators, you will certainly be far ahead of the other candidates. The third hidden code here for you to be approved, body language. Body language. I'm not saying that if you cross your arms or put your hands in your pockets, or if you get a little anxious and fidget with your fingers, you're going to fail. That's not what I'm saying, okay? But for example, if a colleague is talking to you in a group interview or a group activity, look up, pay attention, smile, show that you are attentive. The body language of addressing others with attention is one of the most relevant points. When you sit down, sit up straight like I am, not slumped in the chair. These are points that are also observed. In which pillars? Is this within United? Care, attention, and respect. Look at how many things you'll be evaluated on during event day and in the face-to-face interview itself before answering any questions. And I've only mentioned 3 of the 9. So I already want your like. There are some mistakes I won't be able to comment on in this video, but it's very important that you know and recognize them. There are 50 mistakes that cause many candidates to fail at United and also at other airlines around the world. These 50 mistakes are right here in the first pinned comment and also in the video description, which is my ebook. The 50 fatal mistakes that flight attendants can't make. Check it out, okay? It'll be very worth it. And you can check it out directly on the website, www.flydeckbriefing.com/ebook. And it'll help you a lot. Let's move on to the fourth evaluation criterion that's there on event day or in the face-to-face interview that you don't know about. Try to work on and say people's names with everyone you interact with. The name of the recruiter who will interview me is Danielle Scott. During the interview, of course, Miss Scott, I'll mention her name once, twice, 3 times. Yes, Miss Scott, I can give an example. Say the person's name. Here in Brazil, we usually say that the sweetest name anyone, or rather the sweetest sound anyone can hear. The sweetest sound anyone can ever hear is the sound of their own name. It's a sounding a name. So if I've helped you out up to this point, in the video, write my name in the comments. It's Romulo. Romulo is my name. I'm Brazilian, but I'm the son of a Spaniard and an Italian. And so I'm Romulo. Name Italian. Gutierrez. Spash. It's all mixed up, just like Brazil is. In Brazil, we're quite a mixed bunch. Let's move on to the 5th thing they'll certainly evaluate. Include the shyer people whenever you get the chance, okay? So, for example, before the face-to-face interview, there'll be a group activity. And I noticed Miss Morella Goodman. Morella is very quiet. Morella isn't. Expressing herself during the activity, she had the chance to say what she thinks about a certain onboard situation that we're having to solve, and she only spoke for 10 seconds because of shyness or feeling nervous at that moment. I'm going to try to include her. What do I do to include her? Well, I could give my opinion and say to the group, guys, I think it would be interesting if we heard from Miss Goodman again. She hasn't yet. She shared something, but I think it's important to hear her opinion a bit more. So this concern I'll show for Miss Goodman, Morella Goodman, in this fictional example, will show the recruiter 2 of United's pillars, which are inclusion, practical inclusion, and also teamwork. Now let's go to, I have 4 more hidden criteria that might be the ones people notice the least, and therefore maybe the ones that cause the most failures, okay? Before I go on, if you want face-to-face mentoring live online via Google Meet, click on the video description or the first comment. My WhatsApp is there. You can message me directly to schedule live online individual mentoring sessions. You'll speak directly with me, or there'll be a link to the website, which is www.flydeckbriefing.com. There, you click on the site, check the number of mentoring sessions you want to book for any stage, interview, virtual stages, group activities, any stage, all right? You go there, choose the number of sessions, schedule the day and time, and right there you can make the payment. Through Hotmart, which is a payment platform accepted in over 100 countries with clear refund policies, and you'll receive the Google Meet links for the live online meetings, and it'll be a pleasure to help you, okay? Don't forget, here on Flydeck Briefing, we cover world aviation. So subscribe, leave a like, new videos on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Now let's move on to 6th, the 6th mistake you can't make, eye contact without covering your mouth. Don't cover your mouth. Make eye contact with your colleagues. Make eye contact with a recruiter. Always focus on this and this part. This and this part right here, from here to here. Make it a square from here to here. Always focus, okay? Don't look away. A smile in your eyes, I call it. It's not a smile on your mouth, but a smile in your eyes to show 2 extremely important factors that United looks for, which are confidence and respect. Confidence and respect. 7th, a hidden code here. Reaction to negative feedback or questioning from the recruiter. Suddenly, in the face-to-face interview, going into the interview now, you get feedback that contradicts your answer. He raised a question. In an emergency situation on board, what would you do? And you gave the answer. And he says, look, I'm sorry, but I believe you took the wrong procedure. Sometimes he's just testing you, and sometimes he actually disagreed. If that happens, and United recruiters, believe me, they do this. If that happens, show growth and resilience. Growth! Miss Scott, I hadn't thought of it that way, but I believe you are correct. Thinking of it this way, may I redo my answer? What is that? Learning, growth. You weren't shaken, you didn't get nervous, and didn't know what to say anymore. It's a factor that might come up and you'll be evaluated on it. Eighth, always show humility to learn. I just gave an example here of how you can be humble to learn. During the stages of an event day at United Airlines, do try to always be ready to learn. At some point in the face-to-face interview, remember, write this down. Right here in the comments, I will learn. Write it here so I know you've reached this point in the video. I will learn. During your interview or any part of the process at United, use the verb learn. During the group activity, look, I found it interesting for a colleague, for example, Almir Nunez. Mr. Nunez, I really liked what you said. I learned from you in this moment. I use the verb to learn. During the face-to-face interview, Miss Scott, recruiter, there was a moment where I learned. Use the verb to learn. Why? Usually, they value one of the most important things. Why is United recognized as, I don't know, being among the top 5 airlines in the world? It is precisely because it learns constantly. And walls don't learn. People are the ones who learn. And the 9th important aspect, always summarize your speech to a maximum of 2 minutes. Don't be that candidate who talks and never finishes their sentences. 2 minutes, that shows efficiency. United is a recognizably efficient company. So to show your efficiency as a flight attendant, you don't need a 5-minute answer. 2 minutes is enough. Now, I'm going to tell you now what the questions are that United recruiters love. They ask them in interviews and fail many candidates. It's all in this video right here. Go watch it. It'll help you a lot. Excellent preparation for you. Take care and see you later. Bye.